and I hate to admit this, and I feel bad saying it, but I think Diddy might have done it. I'm starting to get the feeling that he might be guilty, that motherfucker.
I think you're right.
I mean, it's hard for us all to admit because he was a hero of all of ours, but I think he's a bad man.
He did it all right.
With him.
Turns out he was doing freak contests.
Freak-offs!
Freak-offs!
Which is a great term. It's a shame that that's now ruined forever.
He supplied the oil.
A lot of oil, I hear.
He supplied it.
It's interesting that that's the big story. It's
the oil?
Well, just the freak-off stuff.
Freak-off is a hilarious term for sex trafficking.
Yes.
It's really, they're really
it
trying
seems
to pretty
like
that
it's
up.
not necessary to be getting into sort of the X, Y, and Z of what's going on with Diddy right now.
Yeah, because they're saying sex trafficking, but then they're like, we also found a bunch of oil. But that doesn't have anything to do with it. But we also found it.
Yeah, but we just need you guys to know. We had to see the oil, so you guys now have to know about the oil.
Yeah.
I'm not the only one who's going to know about the oil.
So this is what we're charging him with, but also there was a lot of oil. And this is a picture of it. And there's some of his jammies on the floor that we threw on the floor next to it. We found some of his stupid jammies.
He had a lot of jammies. Surprisingly,
well, we found his dumb jammies in the bathroom, so we thought we'd chuck those on the floor when we showed the insane picture of all the oil.
You guys get the jammies in there?
Yeah,
I mean, weirdly embarrassing. I don't know why, but that would be so weirdly embarrassing to have your jammies on the news.
Yeah, especially if you knew they were just like folded up like on the counter nicely somewhere, and then you were like, man, my jammies are not just right in there like that.
Oh no, my jammies!
I bet you with all of what's going on, P. Diddy wasn't really taking the jammies.
You don't think he's sitting in the cell being like, God damn, I wish those jammies
I
weren't
think
in
he's
the
got other problems he's got.
You don't think he's on the
right
phone? He's like, all right, also one last thing. He's like, who is in charge of my jammies?
Someone get those jammies.
Get my jammy guy on the phone. Yeah, what the fuck, man? You know I fold my jammies even in times like this. Times like this is when it's important to fold your jammies. It's why you always keep them folded, so if you ever get raided for your oil supply,
your jammies look nice.
Decent. Why are you calling me anyway? Call the oil guy. He's the one who really dropped the ball. Yeah, the jammies are there, but he left all the oil out.
That's a good point. And also, if you're there with all the oil, you can pick up the jammies.
Little etiquette here.
I know it's not your job, but Jesus Christ, it's right there.
I'm kind of curious to hear how far and wide the old Diddy reaches, because it feels like he kind of got everybody.
Yeah.
There's
a great clip of him when he's talking to Fabulous, where he's like, how come we never really party, Daddy?
I like when you like this, Daddy.
He's like, no, we ain't party, though. And it's like, and he's so fucked up he can kind of forget that the camera's on him.
Oh, no.
And it's like, he's talking about these damn freak-offs. Where he's like, 3 days of him and whatever other rappers he could convince into this baby oil fest.
It's so funny that it's all rappers. Like, it's so.
Oh, there's got to be a couple of them.
Oh, no, there's a bunch of people, I would imagine.
Bieber, I heard, is on the list now.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely been on the list, I would say.
Yeah, but I don't think he was on the watching end.
Bieber?
No,
he was on the watching?
The watching end? What's that mean?
Well, the freak-offs were like, they would pay people to do things, and it was like sex shows. So essentially, they would fuck them up and then go, "Hey, do these things." Have you ever seen Requiem for a Dream?
Yes.
You know the scene where they're like go ass to ass and everybody's in a circle placing bets on these 2 poor girls?
No, I don't remember it as well as you.
I don't remember any scenes from that. I just remember the feeling of that.
Yeah,
movie.
exactly.
I don't remember anything.
It's not a rewatcher for me.
Other than
yeah.
Have you ever seen it?
What movie is it?
Requiem for a Dream.
No.
Oh, it's just fucked up start to finish. This is one of those ones that's like an endurance test.
Meth. One guy's addicted to heroin, and then one girl's addicted to both.
Okay.
And she, to make money to go to buy these drugs.
Baby.
Into the scene, and the look of like sadness on their face is haunting, and that's essentially what
I just say I
the
appreciate
fuck are you telling me this for, Honor? What the fuck are we talking about, dude?
I really appreciate you bringing this up.
Jesus Christ!
Can I just say thanks for being here for this, and I'm glad that we got my camera working for that scene. We could definitely use. Again,
that
was
to
animate
that was the general feel of the movie. I would give him that.
It was super fucked up, but that's what you would host.
Right.
I'm just describing the situation to you. It's not a fun fuck party where everybody's just like, hangs out, smokes weed. And casually had sex for 3 days.
Well, you
What's that?
told us that it was shitty for the girls and everyone watched, and then you proceeded to tell us the double-headed dildo up the ass.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I get it. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, way to paint a picture.
Freak offs, you know.
Fuck.
We all felt like we were there for a second, Otter. Thanks a lot.
It's a skill I have.
Who do you think this is the farthest reach that Diddy got? Who's the most unexpected person you think? Is
Well,
gonna be on
people are
that
saying
list?
that he got Carl Winslow,
I love that one. That one's so funny.
Winslow?
Yeah, Carl.
Reginald Veld.
Reginald.
Damn.
People are
think I
saying.
And so
that.
what do you mean got him? That means like he was at a party watching this shit?
Somebody said they busted into a room in his house during a party and they saw Carl Winslow with old Diddy behind him doing some work.
I'm just hearing like like all that shit. I'm like, oh, somebody wearing this bitch out on Crip. So I go busting the door. I look up, I see Carl Winslow. I'm like, oh, 6'0". Like, this is crazy.
It's a rare tradition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. Diddy's behind you in a brand new
Yeah.
shot.
Some people say it's even harder to find.
Well, and there must be some.
Inside Carl Winslow's
Well, that's a fun
butt.
one. Any other fun ones?
That's probably.
That's a great one. Carl Winslow.
I mean, I've heard crazy, like, there's a bunch of wild stuff out there. Like, it's impossible to tell what's real. Or
I think we should just throw out a few random. I think Ed Helms. I bet I got Ed Helms.
Oh God.
Oh, yeah.
Passing
I bet all
Helmsley
the
around.
hangovers. Zach Galifianakis, the guy who was hungover. and
Yeah, he
dead.
should, like, Ed Helms shows up to one of those parties and like Puffy meets him at the door. He's like, "You're the guy from The Hangover tonight. You're the guy from The Hangover tonight on one of those fucked up nights."
Okay. All right.
Yeah, he's like, "Yeah, you losing some teeth tonight."
We're tattooing that thing like Mike Tyson on your face.
God.
Now, maybe you guys don't know the answer to this, but like, was the Diddy thing like did going to the parties get you like farther in your career? Was that like the whole deal, or was it just like he was just
I don't know.
freaking off?
You can't really say many people that Diddy sort of blew up through Bad Boy outside of Biggie. Like, it's not like he was like
But
producing.
he must have
a
had
bunch
some
of,
kind of. I guess the
He blew
influence
his-
would have been having those parties and catching those people doing those things, and that would be the influence that he's had. But I don't know. Outside of that, you're right. I don't think he would like.
It doesn't seem like he's like an Epstein where he could like make your career. Or anything.
Well, he would bring-
P. Diddy apparently did discovered and made famous Notorious B.I.G., Mary J. Blige, and Usher. So yeah, he's probably very, very well. Like,
Oh yeah, but
Yeah,
they
yeah.
got out of there as soon as they fucking could on those deals. Like,
Yeah.
he fucked everybody. Mace, the Locks, like he had people under contract. But
Yeah, like he
just
was.
fucking
Am I
very-
wrong, Hicks? Would you say he was kind of a joke in the industry when this kind of popped off? Even before that, he wasn't. People didn't think he was super cool.
She was pretty widely accepted as
Yeah?
like being influential.
Because I've seen
in
videos of
hip-hop.
him at like Hollywood parties, and people are blatantly snubbing him, and that was like kind of before this was happening.
Maybe things were rumbling up.
Yeah, people were like, well, "You hear
Because
about
some
old
things are
Sean?"
aging.
That guy's freaking out.
Some things are aging like milk. Where LeBron on the
yeah.
IG is like, "Ain't nobody like a Diddy party."
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
Otter told me a story that
Otter?
you might not want to know what's happening there, LeBron James.
Have you seen Requiem for a Dream?
it's uncomfortable when Otter tells you, so I can't imagine
Yeah.
actually being there.
If it's anything
When
like
Diddy
that.
says ass to ass, it's trouble.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
that's bad.
What's the
for
last time
everyone.
he's even had like a song? I can't think of anything
Otter,
after
can you
that.
check out his last like big hit?
It's been a long day.
Is that Puffy?
without you. Yeah, with Charlie Puth.
Charlie. I'm sorry,
Okay,
who?
I didn't
Who?
know that was him.
Charlie Puth.
Charlie Poo?
Charlie Poop.
Charlie
Are you
Puth.
saying Charlie Poo?
Charlie Puth.
Do you know what he's saying?
He's saying poop.
Are you saying Charlie Poop? Oh, Pooth.
No poop.
Charlie Poo.
Charlie Puth.
Chucky Peep?
You don't know Chucky Poop?
Chuck.
You don't know Chuck Poop?
You don't know Chuck Poop?
Oh, that dude's killing it in the
Little
game
Chuck
right now.
Poop has a couple
Little
decent
Chucky
hits.
Poop?
He did that song with Jimmy Page for the Godzilla movie.
That was awesome. I love
That
that
was
one.
like at the height of his.
Oh, that video when he's like rapping in Godzilla's face.
Yeah.
He was pretty cool.
Hear me
though.
call, hear my cry, let me your ear. Come with me, blood, and Godzilla's like, I'm coming
A
to
Led
get you, Puff
Zeppelin
Daddy.
riff.
Yeah, Jimmy Page, Led Zeppelin's guitarist.
Yeah.
Godzilla,
Because that was his thing. He would just take another person's beat and then he would just have someone make it. Like
Yeah, most
everything
of-
that he had. That
most of his
blew
shit
up.
in that song was reverb too. Like it was like you could barely hear it.
Oh, it's all just awful.
Yeah.
Because he had people, you had Biggie writing for him on All in the Family. And then when he got him murdered, then shit really hit the fan.
Yeah.
Shots fired.
Yeah.
Shots fired.
Kyle,
Keefy
say it.
D.
Hickey
Keefy
doesn't
D.
care.
Keefy D. We know
He
you
says
did
it.
it.
Oh, Hickey just going off right now. My favorite part of the Godzilla video is when the dinosaur leans in at the end, old G-Zilla. And old Puff Daddy looks at him. He's like, "What are you doing later? You should come to a party."